She's tearing him apart.
Now, you don't
there,
know
and
what
you're
you're
letting him
talking
happen.
This 10 a.m. the day after tomorrow. Call that a deadline.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love your honor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about Your Honor, episode 8. This is the recap. Now I'm going to try my best to focus on all the key points in this recap. If I miss anything, you guys let me know. Overall, this was a okay episode. Not the best episode to me personally, but I still think this episode was okay. Of course, we got the trial, and we saw a lot of different things in this trial. And for the first time, of course, they introduced the whole COVID-19 pandemic in this episode, at least for my understanding. But not going to waste too much time, man. Let's get into it. What did we see in episode 8? Now, of course, in episode 8, we saw Sarah LeBlanc. We know she did not get this case. She's been dropped because, of course, what happened in the last episode, her being pulled over by police. Of course, she wants to fight this. Michael has to tell her, look, it's not worth it. It's all over in the media. Just go to rehab. That's the best thing that you should be doing right now. And of course, Sarah agrees to do that. Now, as I told you, the COVID-19 pandemic was definitely in this episode. Throughout the episode, you hear your boy Michael talking about the virus and that we got to fight this virus, and also that the courtroom will be clean numerous of times. So that's the case, right? Then we see the actual trial is started. Now, Fiona, she's destroying Carlo Baxter and his team. It's easy work for her. Of course, she's talking about Kofi and how, he didn't do what they're trying to say he did. She's pretty much breaking it down so good that they can't really do or say anything that makes sense to me personally. Now, we see Miss Long. They keep kind of going back and forth to her character. So we already know this lady may be a person of interest, which she is later on in the episode. Now, Carlos' attorney, of course, he's trying to defend him and say, look, he, was using self-defense. Kofi came to his room, but Fiona, she's saying, look, Carlo was way bigger than him, and the amount of force that was applied on Kofi just does not match up with self-defense. It was entirely too much trauma, and you're going to have a hard time trying to explain that, which is true, right? Very true. Now, of course, we see Nancy and Lee. They believe that somebody tipped Jimmy Baxter. That's why he was telling Carlo, do not go to the hotel. But they believe that this person is Cusack, but we know the person that tipped them off was Michael Desiato. Now, Nancy does go and talk to Michael and say, look, I don't trust Cusack. Michael has to tell her, look, you had nothing to worry about. He is going against Carlo Baxter. He's pretty much on our side. You had nothing to worry about. And of course, Nancy, she kind of listens and walks off and say, you're right. Okay. Then we get to Justin James. Yes, Justin James. This is a guy that's been curve stumped in the past by Carlo Baxter. And, pretty much Fiona is breaking it down once again that this guy is just a very bad person. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, they bring up the fact that Justin isn't part of the Desire crew, but still, it's just not enough. I mean, yes, he is a part of the Desire crew, but for Carlo to do what he did to Justin, and the dude is pretty much, he can't even walk and stuff like that. I mean, it's just so much. She is killing it in court. Jimmy Baxter, he knows this. Carlos' attorney knows this. And then your boy Michael takes a break because he's like, man, this is getting very intense. She is on this case. It's like easy work. She is taking this very personal. And of course, your boy Jimmy comes outside. He's staring at Michael. And then we see Nancy. Now, Nancy, she's out there and she's having a conversation with Jimmy. She's checking him pretty much, just letting him know, look, I'm here. Whatever you think you're doing, you're not going to do it, because she saw him looking and staring at Michael. A lot of you guys think she's going to crack this. I'm going to tell you right now, Nancy is definitely getting closer and closer, and she's very consistent, and she will not stop until she finds out the truth. Now, Cusack, he comes up there and he gives his description on what happened and how Kofi was acting when they brought him in. And of course, Kofi, he acted like he didn't kill anybody. I mean, he was having a sandwich. I mean, didn't really seem worried, right? And he's trying to make it pretty much seem like Kofi is a monster, that he can kill somebody and he can go eat a sandwich. The dude didn't do it. That's why he didn't give a care in the world. He didn't have a care in the world, right? That's why. Now, this, of course, pisses off Eugene. Eugene is upset. He's there. Of course, he's, listening to the case. He's trying to figure out what's going to happen. Now, Lee has to calm him down because Eugene is running off the mouth. Of course, Lee tells him, look, you are better than this. You're not like Little Mo. You have a lot of potential. You have to be smart. The two end up going and getting something to eat. You know what I'm saying? And he gives her the baseball to sell or whatever. We know that baseball is, of course, Michael's, which Kofi took out of the car, right? Then we get to the courtroom once again, and the notice passed to Michael. He knows one of the jurors is probably in favor of Kofi and wants Carlo Baxter to go down for this. Now, this note, of course, says that, look, does the case law say no self-defense in prison cells? So now Michael knows that one of these jurors out there is pretty much down for Kofi, and they want Carlo to go away for what he did. And Michael's like, man, I have to figure out who this person is, and I have to eliminate him from this case. Now, we get to dumbass Adam. Yes, I cannot stand Adam. He's my worst character in this series. I can't stand this character at all. He gets on my nerves. All this is happening because of him. Now, Adam decides it's smart to tell Franny that he did not get accepted to NYU and that he's staying there, right? Now, Franny tells him, before he even tells her the news, that she is pretty much leaving the school, that she can go to, the area where NYU is at and find a teaching job around that place, right? But once Adam tells her he didn't make it, it kind of messes up the game plan. This dude is doing all this work just to stick around with Fia Baxter. I mean, this dude is a sicko, in my opinion. Now, of course, Jimmy is pissed off. He's like, look, Michael, I need you to fix this. Fiona is destroying us in court. My son is looking at death row. I'm going to give you a deadline to fix this, to make this work, because if not, you're pretty much going to be dead. Now Michael has to figure out a way to fix this. And, that's exactly what Michael does. He fixes this. He fixes Adam's dirt and mess. And once again, he did it in this episode. Now, of course, Elizabeth, she's very afraid because she saw Jimmy Baxter outside of that restaurant. And, of course, she's scared. Now, Michael tells her, look, she has nothing to worry about. It's going to be okay. Now, Michael does have a conversation with Franny because we know that Adam said that he's going to take a gap year and he doesn't want to go to NYU. So, of course, he lied to Franny and told her that he didn't make it. In reality, he did get accepted, but he wants to stay home. Your boy Adam is on one. I just don't get his character. He's pissing me off. All this stuff is happening because of him. I mean, he might as well just turn himself in. Now, Michael tells Franny, can she have a talk with Adam? Maybe convince him that it's best to go to NYU and, pursue a better future for himself, not stay here. Then we get back to dumbass Adam. Once again, pissing me off, pissing probably the majority of Your Honor fans off. Decides to show up in court once again. I mean, look at him. He's looking very awkward. I just don't get this kid. I mean, why would you even show up? The dude is sick. You kicking it with Fia Baxter. You're lying to Franny. You popping up at court. Turn yourself in. Just do it. Just say you did it. Get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Now, this, of course, pisses Michael off. You can see the expression on his face. He's like, really? You going to decide to show up? Really? And then, of course, Jimmy Baxter looks back like, okay, your son is here? Like, really? We know only family can come and court staff. Michael Desiato has said that at the beginning of the episode. That's the only people that can come in this courtroom. Now, of course, Fiona ends the episode off with a bang once again, showing the jury that, look, it was entirely too much force planted on Kofi's head that Carlo Baxter is way bigger than him and he used entirely too much force. And she made all these loud sounds imitating exactly what happened. You know, the head trauma. I mean, this girl is a beast, flat out. And if this case continues, this trial continues, she will dominate once again, over and over and over. Now, Michael does look at that note. He goes outside. He's trying to compare this note to each of the jurors' notes out there, and he figures out who it is. Now, it's Miss Long. Now, Miss Long was like the only one out there with her mask on. Of course, she takes it off. Michael wants to know what's going on. She says, who told on her? You know, how did they find out about this note? Did someone she was sitting by, juror number 8 or whatever, tell on her, right? Now, Michael says, let me see your phone. She's like, look, I have nothing to hide. I mean, how are you going to prove that I did this or, you know, that I'm doing something wrong? Now, Michael takes her phone and he types in Kofi. This automatically is going to eliminate her because now Michael can say, look, she was looking up his name. She was doing what I told them not to do when they were released, not to be on the internet, no social media. You know, they're very strict with these court cases, right? With the jurors, they can't do a whole lot of stuff. Michael tells her, look, you don't have nothing to worry about. Carlo Baxter is going down for this. We're going to get the person that you think should go to jail. So you're good. Just go home with your daughter and forget this never happened. She wanted to go out and tell everybody, but Michael once again is able to convince her that's not the best thing that she should be doing, right? Now we get to, of course, your boy Adam and your girl Fia Baxter. And then Franny, of course, she wants to go talk to him and confront him about what his father has told her. But she sees those two. She's probably like, what in the hell is going on? I mean, you're kicking it with the sister of, you know, the guy that you killed. This just does not make any sense, right? I'm telling you right now, Franny is going to be a key player because remember, Adam confessed to her. She knows what happened. So I've been seeing a lot of you guys have been saying that maybe she may be the one to tell, or maybe Adam may try to do something to her. That's one storyline that I'm eager to see play out. I can't wait to see the ending of that. Now, the episode, it ends with, of course, Michael realizing that, damn, I did a whole lot of work once again trying to protect Adam. You know what I'm saying? Michael did a whole lot of work. And this was a lot of stuff he had to do to once again show his love for his son who wants to stay there, not go to NYU, not escape. He wants to stay there, continue to kick it with Fia Baxter. I mean, you know, I'm just waiting to see how Fia is going to feel when she realizes that, you know, Adam is the one that killed her brother. That's going to be a tough one, man. That is going to be a tough one. But we shall see. These secrets will eventually get out because not only should Fia find out the truth, your boy Jimmy should find out the truth as well. And then this story can hit another twist because as of right now, it's kind of slow, but I do see the potential. You guys let me know, man. What did you think of this episode? As I told you guys, it was an okay episode. I'm eager to see what's to happen next. We have 2 more to go, and then we can talk once again when that time comes. But I will be getting you guys ready for episode 9, so be looking out for that video very soon. But thank you guys for all the love and all the support, and I will continue to give you more of your honor content in the future. But let me get on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.